In this next very important step, I'm going to show you step by step how to tie your domain name to your hosting account. And for this to work, you need to go to GoDaddy.com or wherever you have registered your domain. For this example, we are using GoDaddy.com. So what you need to do now is go right on over to your hosting account and actually get some information from them first before you go to GoDaddy. So what you want to do here is go to your hosting account and ask for your name servers or DNS information. Typically, you will find this in the frequently asked questions section. You might find this in the back end of your hosting account when you log in using the username and password that you set up. And if you can't find it and you have selected HostGator or Bluehost, they have 24-hour support. Other hosting companies might be able to help you out pretty fast as well. So you just need to get in touch with them and find out what it is, what the name servers are. They're always going to look like this. It's going to start with NS, and there's always going to be two of them. They may not all say NS1 and NS2. One might say NS and then have several numbers. Another one might say NS, then have several other numbers as well. But you're always going to have two of them. So for this example, I have chosen Bluehost for my hosting account. So these are going to be my name servers because those are true Bluehost name servers. Now these for HostGator are more than likely are going to be different. And so you need to make sure you know what your name servers are or this step will not work. But this step is vital to getting your website live. So what you need to do now is go right on over to GoDaddy.com, log into your account, go to domains and select My Domains. And if you have multiple domain names, you just need to scroll down till you find the domain that you're working from. Otherwise, if it's your first domain, it should be right at the top. And they do alphabetize it if that makes it easier on you. So I'm going to just go to the domain name I want to choose, put the checkbox in there, select Name Servers, and then what I'm going to do is by default they will say I host my domain with another provider. Make sure that is checked, and then you're going to put in the name servers that you are going to be using. And just type in NS1 or whatever the name server information is. And it doesn't matter if you type it in lowercase or uppercase, it will change it accordingly. Then you choose OK. And it says your changes have been submitted. So go ahead and select OK. And your name servers are actually all completed now. So what you're going to do next is go right on over to the next section, next step of this process. And that's to go right on over to your hosting company. So you can either go to HostGator or Bluehost, whoever you've set up an account with. And if you're with HostGator, typically it's going to be the domain name you set up /cPanel. If you're with Bluehost, you'll just go to the front end and sign in, which that's the example I'm giving you here. So I'm just going to log in to my Bluehost account here. It'll take just a moment. And both HostGator and Bluehost use what's called cPanel, which makes life much easier on the back end when you're trying to do things. You don't need to know what everything means back here, but for the most part, there's just a few main areas you want to understand, and that's just what we're going to cover here. You want to go to domains because you now need to tie the domain name to your hosting account. And if you were using HostGator, you may not need to do this step. It depends on how the hosting company does it. But you need to make sure that you get the right name servers with your domain. So I go to domains, choose add-on domains, and select add-on domains. Now you're going to choose the domain that may not be associated with your account yet. Just type in that information. If you set up your name servers correctly, it's going to tell you the name servers were verified. So you're just going to make sure add-on domain is chosen. Scroll down to where it says create new directory. And it's always going to make the main domain a subdomain. And that's okay. So choose add domain.